So I'm joined by Alam Gill, who's Senior Vice President of Managed Services at CSG. Hi Alam.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. So let's kick off and talk about what is driving the sort of managed services market in the global kind of telecom space at the moment from your view.
Okay, so I think we're at the cusp of a particularly strong set of changes that are affecting the telecoms markets globally. We've seen periods of rapid growth, evolution of new services, but we're now seeing a level of slowdown in terms of revenue growth. And that's not just in the mature European markets, we're starting to see that globally. And there's significant pressure on most of the telecoms operators in terms of finding new revenue areas of growth, right? And I think there's significant pressure on their cost base. We're seeing investors looking more for what is the return they're getting from the investment in those assets. So it's no longer just a growth strategy in terms of based on series of technology investments that they've made. They now need to look to see how they will innovate, and that's particularly the case in LTE, where LTE is essentially a data platform. The revenue streams from voice messaging start to disappear, and I think it creates a platform where telcos will have to innovate new types of services and services where they compete head-on with over-the-top competitors. And they're significantly different industries with different challenges.
Okay, so what does that mean for the actual relationship between the operator and the vendor when it comes to managed services? How does that change things?
So I think the traditional relationship with managed services has been one of cost transformation. We've all seen that in your mess for less kind of sales pitch from the likes of IBM. And I think that is really not going to be the driving force as we go into the future. The conversations I'm having with my customers are, we need to innovate, we need to grow new lines of revenue. And the fact that we need to have a competitive cost base is table stakes. Everybody has to deliver a benchmark cost base. And I think we will see that relationship evolving to being much more strategic business type relationships. And I think we'll move from a technology orientated procurement of services from vendors to business relationships which are more oriented about who is best equipped to helping them navigate the market that's starting to change around them.
Okay. So let's talk about CSG and your particular offer.
Yeah.
How are you kind of differentiating yourself from maybe some of the traditional managed services players, for example, or the systems integrators? What kind of value are you sort of offering operators? So
CSG's traditionally been software as a service platform, right? So we are not a product business and we're not a straightforward systems integrator. And our business model is not based on selling people products and licenses alone. It's about delivering business value. Customers pay us on the basis of subscription in terms of the number of subscribers they're using or other revenue share models. And it's not just across one platform. We have a range of service platforms, both delivering the traditional requirements for the telco market in terms of CRM, ordering, billing type services, but also increasingly we have a very strong growth in our content platform, which is direct to consumer. It's an over-the-top platform that overlays well with the current assets that the telcos have, but it also grows across a number of other industry sectors. So as a business, we do have products and we sell products and enterprise implementations, and we do run managed services for clients around those assets. But by and large, our focus is how do we transform their business and how do we provide adjunct platforms that help them tap into this evolving market for over-the-top type services.